Chelsea are working on several outgoings, and this is why. Xavi Simons, advanced negotiations, as I told you, with the player pushing to go to Chelsea as soon as possible. And then, don't forget the name I'm telling you for weeks, for months now, Alejandro Garnacho. Last night I published a post saying on my Instagram account that Garnacho and Xavi Simons are not alternative, are both targets for Chelsea, confirming what I've been telling you for weeks. The like of Alejandro Garnacho appeared. I see many comments on social media, but what's important is to see the like from the player. I think it's an important confirmation of this interest from Chelsea. The player is fully aware of Chelsea interest, and I can tell you that Chelsea are fully aware of Garnacho appreciation. So it's a mutual feeling between Chelsea and Garnacho. The player wants to go to Chelsea. The player is giving total priority to Chelsea. The player...
Breaking news. The 2025 summer transfer window has been a whirlwind for Chelsea Football Club, with the Blues emerging as one of the most active teams in the Premier League. Transfer expert Fabrizio Romano has been at the forefront of reporting Chelsea's moves, and two names dominating the headlines are Manchester United's Alejandro Garnacho and RB Leipzig's Xavi Simons. While Romano has not confirmed that either player has officially signed for Chelsea, his updates suggest that both deals are very much alive, with Chelsea pursuing both players as separate targets rather than alternatives. The prospect of Garnacho and Simons joining Enzo Maresca's squad has sent shockwaves through the footballing world, promising to bolster Chelsea's attacking options as they aim to build on their Club World Cup success and challenge for the Premier League title. Let's unpack the latest developments, the players' fit at Stamford Bridge, and the challenges Chelsea face in sealing these high-profile transfers. Alejandro Garnacho, the 20-year-old Argentine winger, has been a polarizing figure at Manchester United, despite showing flashes of brilliance, including a brace against Chelsea in a 4-3 thriller during the 2023-24 season. His inconsistency and reported off-field antics have led to tensions at Old Trafford. Romano has reported that Garnacho is almost certain to leave United this summer, with Manchester United's new manager, Ruben Amorim, informing the player he is free to seek a new club. Chelsea have emerged as the frontrunner for his signature, with Romano confirming that Garnacho is fully aware of Chelsea's interest and prioritizes a move to Stamford Bridge over offers from abroad, including from Napoli. The Blues see Garnacho as a long-term investment for the left wing, especially with Jadon Sancho and Noni Madueke having left the club and Michaela Mudrik's future uncertain. However, Romano has clarified that no club-to-club talks have started for Garnacho as of early August 2025, and Chelsea's focus is currently on finalizing other deals, particularly for Xavi Simons. Chelsea are reportedly considering a bid later in the window, potentially in a loan-to-buy structure, which could be a shrewd move if Manchester United lower their asking price as the September 1 deadline approaches. Posts on X reflect growing excitement among Chelsea fans, with some sources claiming the club is confident in striking a deal for Garnacho, alongside interest in other wingers like Morgan Rogers. Critics, however, question Garnacho's fit in Maresca's system, which relies on wingers excelling in one-on-one situations. His successful take-on rate last season ranked in the bottom 30th percentile among wingers, raising doubts about his ability to displace talents like Jamie Gittins or Pedro Neto. Still, Chelsea's recruitment team sees potential in Garnacho's raw talent and believes Maresca's coaching could unlock his consistency. Xavi Simons, on the other hand, appears closer to joining Chelsea. The 22-year-old Dutch attacking midfielder, currently on loan at Leipzig from Paris Saint-Germain, has been a top target for the Blues throughout the summer. Romano has reported that talks between Chelsea and Leipzig are advanced, with Simons pushing to join Chelsea, who are seen as the frontrunners despite interest from other clubs. Simons' versatility to play as a number 10, winger, or even deeper midfielder makes him an ideal fit for Maresca's flexible system, which values control and adaptability. His impressive performances at Leipzig, where he contributed 10 goals and 15 assists last season, highlight his ability to create and score, qualities that would complement Chelsea's existing stars like Cole Palmer and Enzo Fernandez. Romano's updates indicate that Chelsea's pursuit of Simons is their priority, with Leipzig aware of the player's desire to move to Stamford Bridge. However, the deal's complexity stems from Simons' loan status at Leipzig and his parent club, PSG, who may demand a significant fee, potentially around £40 million to £50 million. Chelsea's ability to finalize this transfer may depend on outgoing sales, with players like Nicholas Jackson, Christopher Nkunku, and Raheem Sterling linked with moves away. Posts on X suggest Chelsea are working on both Simons and Garnacho as separate deals, with the club aiming to secure both before the window closes. The addition of Simons would provide depth behind Palmer in the number 10 role and allow Maresca to rotate Gittins, Neto, and others on the wings, creating a dynamic and versatile attack. Chelsea's transfer strategy this summer reflects their ambition to build a squad capable of dominating both domestically and in Europe. The signings of João Pedro from Brighton, Liam Delap from Ipswich, and Joel Hato from Ajax demonstrate a focus on young, high-potential players who can grow under Maresca's guidance. Garnacho and Simons fit this profile perfectly, with their youth Premier League familiarity in Garnacho's case and European experience in Simons' case, making them ideal targets. However, Chelsea's crowded attacking department raises questions about how both players would fit. A potential lineup could see Simons as a number 10 or left winger, with Garnacho competing with Gittins and Neto for the left wing spot, while Pedro and Delap vie for the striker role. Maresca's emphasis on flexibility, as seen in the Club World Cup, suggests he values players who can adapt to different roles week to week. The challenges of signing both Garnacho and Simons are significant. Chelsea's spending this summer, already exceeding $100 million with players like Hato and Pedro, means they may need to offload players to comply with financial regulations. Romano has noted that Chelsea expect to part ways with Nkunku, Sterling, and possibly Jackson, which could free up funds and squad space. Manchester United's stance on Garnacho remains firm, with Romano indicating that only a very big proposal would convince them to sell to a Premier League rival like Chelsea. Meanwhile, Simons' transfer hinges on Chelsea navigating negotiations with both Leipzig and PSG, a process complicated by the player's loan status in high demand. Despite these hurdles, Chelsea's secret blitz approach to transfers, as seen with their recent Conference League progress and rapid signings, suggests they are prepared to move decisively.
For Chelsea fans, the prospect of Garnacho and Simons joining is a tantalizing one. Garnacho's flair and potential, despite his inconsistency, could make him a fan favorite, while Simons' creativity and proven track record would add a new dimension to Chelsea's attack. Romano's updates, combined with posts on X, reflect growing optimism, with sources like @CFCPies and @Fabrizio Romano emphasizing that Chelsea are working on both deals simultaneously. However, the lack of a "here we go" confirmation from Romano for either player as of August 5, 2025, means these transfers remain in the negotiation phase. Chelsea's strategy of waiting until later in the window, particularly for Garnacho, could allow them to capitalize on United's potential willingness to lower their demands as the deadline nears. While Fabrizio Romano has not confirmed that Alejandro Garnacho and Xavi Simons have officially joined Chelsea, the club's pursuit of both players is well documented and advancing, particularly for Simons. Chelsea's ambition, financial muscle, and Maresca's vision make these deals plausible, but they are not yet done. The Blues' focus on Simons as a priority, combined with their interest in Garnacho as a later target, suggest a bold strategy to reshape their attack. As the transfer window approaches its September 1 deadline, Chelsea fans will be eagerly awaiting Romano's next update, hoping for the coveted "here we go" to confirm these blockbuster signings.